maybe.
This is Keisha from Douglasville, Georgia, and during the day, I like to keep it locked in with the midday lover, Jackie Tramel, at Global R&B. That's my number one source for R&B music.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Global R&B 96.3. You have officially entered the Midday Lounge. We are your number one source for R&B music. Listen, I got you for the next 2 hours. We got a dope conversation as always. I got the beautiful, delectable, the hair locked, a Lady Nadine in the building. I don't know. I think we're losing a Lady Nadine. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh. What's up?
You with us?
I'm here.
All right, there we go. Listen, y'all don't know, we be broadcasting from different locations, so sometimes her little, what's that thing called, signal be in and out. Yeah. All right, this is the conversation for today. Over the past few years, toxic parenting has been called to the forefront, as well as the side effects of being a single parent. Recently, we saw a video with a woman talking how she found it very hard to love her child because of her hate for the father. And you know, we got to talk about this. You know, I'm an advocate for this right here. So hey, listen, I don't care. I'm going out. I just want to go get somebody head. I want to go and get somebody head. You want to join this conversation? 804-476-2306. So let's just go ahead and open it up real quick. So let's just talk about this. Should how you feel about your child's mate or other parent, should it affect the way that you feel about your child?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I feel like, well, all right. So it should not to a mature adult, somebody that can be in a situation and take their feelings out of it for the greater good of the world or whatever. But for somebody that's immature, I guess it does, but it should not.
Okay. I can see that a little bit, maybe a little bit. I'm gonna say, like, in my mind, it shouldn't. Hell, you chose your mate. So your values and your morals should go hand in hand, right? It should be in line. Now we gotta talk about single parents now, because you know you're gonna see how I'm tie this together. So we're gonna talk about a single mom or a single father. It's not inconceivable to me for somebody to have a strong disdain for your former partner, and it may or may not pass over to your child unconsciously, because at the end of the day, that person still has to look at their child, and they got to look at this is how I see it. This is how I see it. And I know the Lady Nadine gonna correct me. They're gonna look at their child, and they're gonna look at, quote unquote, maybe the mistake they made all these years back. So I can see how it could happen. I'm not saying it's right. Lady Nadine, I promise you, I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying for somebody that may have, I don't want to say intelligence. I don't want to say intelligence, but the unstable emotional capacity to really fully love themselves, that they might say, look at this, their mistake or whatever from back in the day with their former mate, and be like, man, I hate this person so much that it pours over to the person that they had a child with. I mean, the child. Is it right? No. I'm just saying I can see it. What you think? You thinking I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Because, all right, I have not always liked the fathers of my kids, but when I look at my kids, that's the one thing that I like about them.
But so you can't say I'm wrong then. You're talking about yourself. You're an emotionally stable person. We're talking about somebody that could be emotionally unstable.
Well, if you're emotionally unstable, you shouldn't be having kids, for real.
Exactly. That's my whole point. That's why I say I can see how somebody who doesn't have that emotional intelligence, or somebody who's unable to connect with themselves or love themselves, how they can look at something in their past that they regret and they can pass that on to their child. You are a person that actually loves your loves your child, and you are a very emotionally intelligent person from what I can tell. So I can't say that I'm wrong, because you can't put yourself in a situation because you're not an emotionally unintelligent person.
I guess. I don't know. I know some of the emotionally unintelligent people that still, their kid is what they like about that person, period. Like they hate their guts, but I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying what I'm saying is gospel. I'm saying I can just see how it could happen. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I guess I agree. So, do you think that being a single mother is glamorized in today's culture?
Do I think being a single mother is glamorized?
Damn.
Hell yeah. Of course it is. Inside today's culture, I definitely think that it is glamorized to, I want to say this. How do I want to say this?
Nah, say it.
I want to make sure I say this right in the way I want to say it. At one point in life, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. But I'm gonna say in black culture, 'cause I can't talk about any other cultures, but I damn sure see it in our culture. It's our black culture. Accountability is at an all-time low. At all-time low. We rather people are not gonna like me. I know most single women are not gonna like. Most single mothers are not gonna like this. We rather make a negative look good. We rather make a negative look good to make them feel good. And I just believe that a kid should see a mother and a father loving each other. They should see that father loving his wife and them having same morals, same upbringing. I don't think no kid, quote unquote, wants to see their mother struggle. And I don't give a damn what any mother says. Those kids see their mother struggles. Those nights where she might be crying inside the bedroom because a bill wasn't paid or something. I'm not saying that's always the case, or whatever, or a kid saying that they can't emotionally attach to their mother at some point because she felt like she got left behind somewhere, and she's good at working, but she ain't good at loving somebody. So I just don't see it. I know you're gonna disagree. Come on.
It's all right. It's not that I disagree necessarily. I just feel like in your whole explanation, you talked more about the mother side of it being glamorized, and you didn't hit at all on the whole fact that there's another parent there that's not there.
Oh, it definitely
and
is
their
another
role
parent.
in it. And
no. You said glamour. I don't know too many men that would glamorize being a single parent because they're not involved in it. No, are we saying that a man should be held accountable? Hell yeah.
That's definitely what I'm saying. But
we should.
Because you said that, like, you know, your kids see that it's like they're struggling. I don't see how that is glamorizing it. I don't know how people can look at that. I don't understand how people interpret that art.
Okay, you want me to break it down?
Yeah.
Because let's just be honest with it. At one point, it was you supposed to have kids and be married and da 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 da. So now society just kind of changed. Most black people, most black women in our culture are having babies without being married. They don't want to even talk about being married anymore. They're just saying, I can do this by myself. I'm an independent woman. I got this. I had this child. He don't want nothing to do with it. Whether that's the case or not the case, because it's not always the case. Maybe the father do want to be involved, but you know, she just might have beef with him. It is what it is. But when I say glamorized, I see it as it has to be empowerment. They gotta be like, I'm a strong black woman doing the damn thing. And that's cool. Do your thing. But that may not be the best case for the child. It may look good for you, because now other parents, especially if you look at social media, other parents are going to look at it and be like, other mothers going to be like, oh, she could do it, I can do it. But you shouldn't have to do it. I know we're running over time, we got to take a break, but you shouldn't have to do it by yourself. You shouldn't have to say, I'm a strong black woman. You should be able to say like, hey, I got this, he got this, we got this. You're strong. You're a strong black woman, whether you're a single mother or not. Just look at it like that. Having this conversation about toxic parenting and the side effects of being a single parent, because a lady on social media definitely talked about the fact that she doesn't feel like she can really fully love her child because of the person that she had the child with. She don't like her mate. So that's just how it's looking like right now.
All right. So do you feel like waiting until marriage is the ideal way to avoid situations like these?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And I don't give a damn what nobody say. I understand everybody's circumstances, and I'm not knocking you for those circumstances. I promise you I'm not. If you ask me, do I agree with it? No, but I'm not knocking you. All right. So but I would say, hell yeah. Just like I said before, I don't think no kid want to see their mother struggle. Even if it's on the other foot, it's the father. No kid want to see their parents struggle. I definitely have realized throughout the years that my kids, whether I notice it or not at first, my kids can sense my pain. My kids can sense their mother's pain. And I'm not saying every person has pain. I think you do. I think most do, whether they show it or not. They got a sense of like, man, I shouldn't be doing this by myself. Like I gotta take little Johnny to basketball practice, but I gotta work late or whatever the situation may be. So I think they got a little bit of something going on, but I don't think no kid wants to see it like that. There should be a balance somewhere. So what does marriage do? So where mama can't do it, daddy can't do it. When daddy can't do it, mama can't do it. Mama can do it, or they can both do it together. Man, I think one of the best feelings my kids have told me is when they was able to see mom and dad in the same room. We've been long since divorce, long since 10, 12 years, and we stepped in the room for their what's that thing at the end of the school year? The ceremony where they get medals and stuff like graduation. Elementary, middle school graduation, and we was actually there at the same time. And you should have seen my kids light up. Like, they never seen that before. I was able to come in from military duty and just actually be in town. And they were so proud for us to both be there and stuff like that. And I didn't realize how much that affects my kids at the same time. So I think that we are definitely designed to multiply and raise our families accordingly. Now, you could say biblically, however you want to see it, but I definitely believe that a man and a woman, or a male and a female species, was made to procreate and raise their child together.
I don't disagree, but I don't think waiting until marriage is always the ideal thing, because a lot of people look at single parenting or single moms and they think like it's just having kids outside of wedlock. Some women get married, they have their kids, they get divorced, and boom, now they're in a situation. So I don't think it's necessarily a marriage thing. I just think it's having the maturity to co-parent. Because you can do all that in a healthy co-parenting situation.
I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I don't think so, because it's time is always gonna be limited. It's magic. I look at my brothers and their marriages, because I'm the only single one, and I see how they get time with both of their parents. At one point, daddy's gonna be gone, because usually it's the mother that's a single mother. So I say daddy. I'm not trying to. I don't want you to look at it any kind of way. It's usually that the kids are usually with the mother, right? So dad's gone and it's limited. So they don't get that time with dad. Then mama might be gone and it's limited. It's never going to be that equal balance situation. It's just going to be a situation where you're just we're up one day, we're down one day. So yeah, you can have a good co-parenting situation, but it's never going to be like if y'all was both together and y'all was doing it together as a partnership.
See, I used to think exactly like that, but I've actually seen a few co-parenting situations that are exactly that. Like, they're literally like family. The only thing they are married to each other anymore.
And they are okay. When the kids go to sleep at nighttime, do they see both parents?
Well, the kids are grown, but they could have if they wanted to. Like, they lived in proximity because they've lived in proximity to each other. Where, like, if you can make that happen. You really can make that happen. What time are your kids' bedtimes?
Cool. My time, my kids' bedtime?
No, I mean, hypothetically, if you know what time your kids go to bed, you can
so
kick
10 o'clock.
You can kick it till 10 o'clock till they go to bed.
I could. Now,
you could be there in the morning when they wake up.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it's messed up at now. She got a man. He's like, dang, why your baby daddy over there so late?
You don't need that man then.
But just be realistic about it, though.
I am being realistic. I am like when you set certain boundaries. When you set certain boundaries,
but there's no man that's gonna date a woman with kids that's gonna feel comfortable. At the end of the day, she had kids with that man, and he has a certain part of life that he ain't got yet. So no, it's not really ever gonna be a man that's gonna be like, I'm cool with him, with your baby daddy being there at 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night. Come on, man. Let's just be for real, for real.
I feel like if you're mature enough and that's a part of the boundary thing, though.
I'm not. I can't be that damn mature.
I understand that, but I feel like when you date somebody with kids, you have if you really want to be with somebody with kids, you have to.
No.
That's some of the things that you have to do.
And that's one thing I realized. I realized that I don't really want to date a woman with kids like that because I will always be number two. I would never have a say so. She's always gonna be like, that's my kid's father. I'm be like, dang man, what say so do I have in this house? Now, if that's my kids and I'm married to her, I got to say so because that's my kids with her. I can't see any other way around it. I must be immature. Ain't no way in hell, as a damn near 40-year-old man, I want to see my woman and her baby daddy at the house all the freaking time. Ain't no way in hell. I'm the man in this relationship. It's not two men.
But you're at the house too.
I don't care.
And once the kids go to bed, he's bouncing.
You okay. All right, Lady Nadine. All right, how do we create a safe space? How do we create a safe space where we can hold both men and women accountable for the roles that they play inside baby mama culture?
That is such the easiest question. I feel like part of the problem is men have an opinion about single moms, so they're talking about single moms. Women have have an issue with baby fathers, so they're talking about baby fathers. When in fact, women, we should be talking to the women, and men need to be talking to those men. I feel like a lot of the times we're so busy fighting each other, we're not holding each other accountable. If that makes sense. If we spend less time criticizing each other and then holding each other accountable.
Okay, what is baby mama culture? Just so I have a great understanding of what baby mama culture is.
I feel like baby mama culture is the idea that like women are happy just being baby mamas and not being wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just happy to do it on their own. Like you don't need a man. You could literally raise these kids on your own, which is not true. And I feel like
this break. Okay.
Go ahead.
I said before I wrap it up the break, because we better go over on time. Yes, I definitely think we had to hold each other accountable. I don't give a damn who tells me whether a man or a woman. If I think the old school women should be holding their daughters accountable. Old school fathers and mothers, whatever. Old school should be holding everybody accountable, and we hold ourselves accountable. I don't see nothing promising about baby mama culture. I don't see how it's a good thing at all, personally. Now, I'm not judging any single mothers at all. I will always say that no matter what, two-parent household should suffice for both kids, because they might end up better. That's my opinion. Now, as far as this baby mama culture, before we go to break, I say that for the hotline, man. We say that for the podcast, man. Global R&B 96.3. Because I can't go. We got to meet the protocol. We'll be back in a second.